What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 54, and today we're returning with two massive Premier League games with our Canaries as we face Everton at home and Spurs away in the race for European football. Before we get to the games though, shout out Nigel been getting on off camera. And of course, in the last episode, you saw our 2-0 loss away at the Etihad Stadium and then our 1-0 victory away at Ibrox against Rangers in the Europa League group opener. I played 11 games off camera, and as you can see, Norwich City have been basically on fire. Bar 2 draws, we've won every single other game. It's been an amazing run, and long may it continue. And we started with a 3-1 victory at home to Leicester City. Bruce scoring our first goal from the spot in this game, which is something you'll be hearing me say quite a lot during this run. He made it 1-0. Mount made it 2-0 in the 29th minute, and Abbey scored, I believe, his first goal of the season. Second goal of the season, sorry, making it 3-0 right before the break. And whilst Leicester did grab a consolation goal, that's all it was. Following that, a 1-0 victory against Sunderland in the third round of the EFL Cup. Alex Tellez scoring his first goal for the club, making it 1-0 as we progress to the fourth round. And after that, another victory against the North East side as we took on Newcastle United at Carrow Road and beat them by 3-1. Abbey getting his second in 2. Once again, Ryan Brewster from the spot, and once again, Mason Mount, same goal scorers in this one as a week ago as we got the victory. And again, a late goal scored right at the end of the game. Talk about deja vu, right? But again, it was just a consolation. Following that, 4 wins from 4 to start of October, including one of the best wins of the season so far, a 4-1 victory against Sevilla, who I thought would be our toughest opponent in the group. We scored, I believe, 3 goals before they got one back, but Carrera wrapped it up later on through Ida. Jokic bagged 2 and Ida got 2, and Jokic's second goal, I think it was, Karamoko Dembele played such a lovely ball for it. It was so cool. But we won it by 4-1. And it was a very good victory there, especially because I thought that would be a tough game for us, but instead we came through a big 3 points. And after that, a win away at Molineux against Wolves, where finally Herman Bamba scored his first goals for the club. He didn't just get 1, he got 2, and I tweeted about this as well. Both of the goals were set up by Matteo Provenzano. That was so nice to see, man. 2 of our best young players linking up for the goals. Provenzano getting the assists and Bamba getting the goals. First one was really nice as well. Brewster scored another penalty in the game as well. Just re-nicknamed this game Rian only scores penalties, Brewster. But we won the game by 3-1. And again, you would have seen Wolves scored a late goal towards the end. It was just a consolation goal. But after that, the best win of the season so far, 3-2 victory at home to Liverpool, where we scored all 3 goals in the first half. First, Ben Godfrey, the captain, making it 1-0. Bamba scoring a lovely free kick with that 19 flair. Expect those sort of things to happen in this save. He made it 2-0 14 minutes in, with his third goal in 2 games. And Mason Mount made it 3-0 right before the break. He's been in fantastic form to start the season off. And whilst Liverpool did grab 2 late goals to give us a scare, we held on for the 3 points. And this is what you'll be noticing during the run here off camera. So many games we've been leading pretty comfortably, but late on, conceding goals and letting teams back in. It's never nice to see us lose our discipline. But following that, a 3-0 victory against Maccabi Tel Aviv in the Europa League. Won't show you all the goals here. Firmino from the spot scoring his first goal of the club. Longstaff and Pavlovic got the others. And after that, a 2-2 draw away against Chelsea, which ended our winning run after 8 games. We fell behind very early on. A poor clearance from Ben Godfrey was eventually turned in by Jadon Sancho. But Max Aarons, I've talked about it before, this guy is now getting amongst the goals, and you'll love to see it. He levelled it for us 8 minutes later, and then in the 69th minute made it 2-1. But in stoppage time, holding on for a big 3 points against an underperforming Chelsea side. That man, once again, Jadon Sancho, formerly of Borussia Dortmund, came up big and gave them at least a point. But we did get our revenge. In midweek, we were drawn against them in the EFL Cup 4th round at Stamford Bridge. I thought for sure we'd get knocked out once the draw was made, but instead, we managed to get the win. Chelsea fielded quite a weakened side, and we took advantage of it. Adam Ida and Matija Jokic scoring 2 goals in 2 minutes. I love Jokic's goal as well. Ida knocked the ball off for Provenzano to play it long, and Jokic did the rest. And whilst Gabriel Jesus did score a late goal, that's a motif for us, conceding late goals. Jesus did get a late goal. We still managed to make it through to the 5th round of the EFL Cup, where we've been drawn against the lowest ranked team left in the competition. That's Charlton Athletic. That's away at the Valley in mid-December, I believe. Yep, there it is right there. And following that, two final games here to win a run of camera, both in the beginning of November. First, a 1-1 draw away at Villa Park against Aston Villa, so back-to-back draws in the Premier League. Ryan Brewster scoring, I just believe, his second goal from open play this season. He made it 1-0 for Villa, equalised from a cross late on to make it 1-1. And our final game off camera against White won't show you all the goals here. We beat Maccabi Tel Aviv away in Israel to make it 4 wins from 4 and confirm our progress into the Europa League knockout stages. The goal scorers were Dembele, Jokic, Pavlovic, Ida, and Drew Warburton scoring his first goal for the club. So yes, fantastic run for Norwich City. 9 wins in 11 games and just the 2 draws. However, they were in our last 2 Premier League games. So with 2 big games today against Everton and Spurs, all I'm saying is this: I think our undefeated run is going to end in today's episode. Right now in the Premier League, as you can see, we are in 6th place with 21 points on the board, and we've got a game in hand on all the teams around us right now, apart from Everton, who are of course our opponents today. A win and even a draw will take us back into the top 4. The surprise package, Crystal Palace, they're occupying 4th place right now. The underperformers, Chelsea, 13th place, and whilst they haven't lost a single game in their last 3, they've been very poor. Also in the Europa League, it is guaranteed. As you can see, Norwich and Sevilla are through to the knockout stage with 2 games to go, so it all just depends now who tops the group. Not a real surprise, to be honest. I did expect that would be the case with Sevilla having the best record in the Europa League ever, and of course us having a really good team as well. You might notice that Hertha Berlin have qualified from their group, and I tweeted about this. Vukasin Vasilic is off to an absolutely red-hot start in the Bundesliga. 8 goals and 4 assists in 10 games. Are they still top of the table? Are they still top? They are indeed. 11 wins from 11. This is just like, you just knew that was going to happen, didn't you? Vukasin Vasilic is going to end Bayern Munich's dominance as they've got off to a, well, by their standards, relatively poor start. I like to see it though. I like to see it. Go on, Vukasin. You can do it, mate. You can do it. So yeah, first game of 2 today. It is indeed Everton here at home, and a tough team for us to face, of course, in this series. They are going to be one of our European rivals this season, as we know. But on the back of no losses in our last 12 games in all competitions, I'm hoping we'll get another big victory here. Right now in the injury report, only 1 player's down. That's Farines. He tore his hamstring a few weeks ago, so right now we're playing very risky with no backup goalkeeper on the bench. Never like to do that, but hopefully we'll be okay. And in the run-off camera, I've been switching between the tiki-taka 4-4-2 diamond narrow and our 4-1-4-1 gegenpress pretty much every single other game. So we'll play 1 game with this, then switch to gegenpress, then switch back, then switch to gegenpress. It's confusing opponents right now, but today we'll go to tiki-taka, and this is our team. Zangrandi's in goal. It's back for Sanabria, who, by the way, has just been called up to the Argentina side. Go on, Jonathan. Godfrey, Vasir and Aarons with Provenzano, O'Connor and Mount through the middle. Bamber is further forward, supporting Abbey, and I believe our top scorer this year, Ryan Brewster. On the bench, Pavlovic, Madu, Longstaff, Madison, Dembele, Jokic and Ida as well. First game, it's Everton. I think our undefeated run is going to end here, but I hope not. Come on, you Canaries. There's no Kyle Crowley in the Everton side, by the way, because he has just got an injury, so thank goodness for that. You know he'd score against me if he was on the pitch today. But yeah, despite no losses in our last 12 in all competitions, whenever I face a European rival in a game on camera, I always feel like we're going to lose the game. Even though we're at home, even on a great unbeaten run, I still feel like we'll lose. And we have had a poor start to the game, statistically speaking, as well. And the first half is going to come to Everton as well, with Jonathan Icone going from right to left, sending it along to Brekalo, but Aaron's head's clear. And now Mount, who's been one of our best players of the season so far, leads a break. And he's going all the way. Oh! I think he's probably been our best player to start the season off. And he's just scored a contender for goal this season. What a run! It's Mount, past Andrew, past Icone. It's a wonderful run from Mount. Oh, wonderful, wonderful goal there. Maybe Jordan Pickford should have kept it out. But either way, I don't think you're going to take that goal away from Mount's contender for goal of the season. That was absolutely glorious there. And we have the early lead. Good stuff. I think he, Aarons and maybe Brewster have been our best players to start the season off. As Bamba, oh yes, Bamba on camera gets a goal. Bamba number 5. Yes, 2-0 Norwich, and Brewster claims the assist for it as well. But again, I have to say, I might instruct my players to shoot on sight, because Jordan Pickford, once again with a case of the butterfingers, really should have saved that one. Doesn't. He'll blame the conditions, but Bamba's claiming the goal. 2-0, what a great start for Norwich. It's not going to become 3-0, is it? It's not going to become 3-0. Oh, it could have been, you know. Bamba's corner headed over by Brewster, and it's still 2-0. You might have noticed we have been a lot better defending set pieces this season. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think the reason why is because I've switched to zonal marking. And, you know, I am a really, really old school type of person. I'm very set in my ways. I've never been a fan of zonal marking as Zangrandi's kick is very poor there, and he's given Everton a golden chance as Pinamonti slides in Adley, but the goalkeeper does make up for it. I've never been a fan of zonal marking, either in real life or in Football Manager or whatever. You know, I've always thought man-to-man is the way to be, but I'll be honest, we have been much better, and I think zonal marking's been the reason. Adley to Icone, nice ball through to Mason Holgate, and Zangrandi makes a great save, and Zangrandi, what a save! Zangrandi pulling off an extraordinary double save as we get the corner half dealt with. It'll drop to Brekalo, and there is Ben Godfrey, the captain, with a tackle, and the flag was up for offside anyway. You know, Zangrandi with a fantastic double save there. I really love Farinas, man. I hope he stays here and takes a backup goalkeeper role. But if he does go, I think as sad as it will be to see that, Zangrandi's the future. He's only 21 years old. He's a phenomenal shot stopper. Look at that, 7 shots saved in one half. I'll show you his stats after the game. Well, actually I can do it now, can't I? He is only 21 years old, this young Brazilian. And again, I'm going to be so sad if Farinas does opt to leave. I won't stand in his way though. He deserves a clean break if he's going to be a backup goalkeeper here. But yeah, I've got my faith in Zangrandi, man. I'm a huge fan of this young Brazilian. At some point, he'll get a call up to the senior side as Sanabria down the left-hand side. He just got a call to a senior side himself as finds Provenzano. And there's, Bamba, number 5 with goal number 5. And Provenzano claims the assist as well. Things you love to see. This is one of those episodes where I keep on thinking, please tell me I configured the recording properly. I need to make sure this one goes down on YouTube. But yeah, leading by 3 right now, 25 minutes to go. I was very, very, very nervous heading into the episode, but this is going to extend our unbeaten run to 13 games as Pinamonti heads over. But the common problem for us this season, as you've seen on the run of camera, has been conceding goals late on. Even if we still win most of the games, I want to keep as many clean sheets as possible. Keep your discipline and shut teams out. Corner, which Bamba takes, and it's a deep one, and Abbey heads just over the bar as well. You know, Bamba had a slow start, but now he's really picked it up, and we're starting to see exactly why he was worth the £71 million we decided to part ways with in the summer as Sanabria finds Abbey, and good save by Pickford, still 3-0. You look at the stats right now, Everton look as though they've played just as good, if not better than us today. We'd just be more clinical. I'd love to see Abbey get another goal though. I think he could be our main striker as the seasons go by, but unfortunately had a decent start to the season. Has started to slow down a little bit though, as Provenzano kicks that wide towards Sanabria. I love Provenzano as a deep line playmaker, and Sanabria could have made it 4. We've been fantastic today. Well, perfect start to today's episode. 3-0 victory against the Toffees, and exactly what we needed heading into the international break as well. I'll passionately say I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Great to shut the team out and get the clean sheet as well. And for Mason Mount getting the champagne too. I've got to show you his stats, man, this season. He has been absolutely brilliant. 4 goals and 4 assists in 12 Premier League games, averaging a 7.47. I'd say, yeah, he's probably been our player of the season so far. He's been great. And is that going to keep Sanabria out of international duty? I really hope not. No, it shouldn't. He should be fine. Thank God for that. I want to see Sanabria in his first cap. I know you guys are like me. You love seeing your new gen and regen players win their first cap for their country. Go on, Jonathan. We're up to 2nd now. I know we're in 3rd. Either way, we're in 3rd place, only 2 points behind Manchester United. And we're 7 off Arsenal. I don't think anyone's going to catch Arsenal. Arsenal in this say would be the best English team. I think they're going to three-peat it personally. But yeah, up to 3rd place now. And whilst it is still very tight, you can see we're already 7 points off of 8th place and 7th place as well, to be fair. And Spurs are our second and final opponents today. It's been an amazing start for Norwich, and after that opening day defeat to Bournemouth as well. Talk about a response. Didn't realise Zangrandi was called up to the Brazil squad as well. I doubt we'll get a game anytime soon though. Alisson and Edison are both in their early 30s and still have absolutely phenomenal stats, still playing at the best level at the moment for Man City and Liverpool. So yeah, that's a shame that. Zangrandi is such a great young goalkeeper, but with those two ahead of him, he's not going to get a cap. Still, Sanabria might, and I'll let you know if he does. We are about to enter the international break. This takes ages to get through, and of course we will return with a second game today against Spurs. Hey, there it is. Sanabria just won his first cap, and he was quick to pay homage to me, thanking me for giving him the confidence to play at this level. Oh, Jonathan, you're more than welcome, mate. You're more than welcome. I'll congratulate him as well. I'm very proud of you, young man. Very proud of you. I'm such a nerd. But whenever the new gens and regens in my save get their first cap, I'm so happy. First of many, Jonathan. First of many. I'm proud of a fake player in a computer game winning a totally meaningless cap in a virtual football match. Oh, what is wrong with me? So, second and final game of today's episode after the international break, returning back to matters in the Premier League away against Spurs. We are the Sunday game today. You can see the fixtures there on Saturday for you, including Arsenal losing away at St Mary's. Chelsea, though, right back on track after a shaky start to the season. So, heading to the game, as you can see the table right now. We dropped out of the Champions League places now into 5th, but even just a point today away against Spurs will put us back in the top 4. However, after a very long unbeaten run, I wouldn't surprise if we lose here, as we often lose away in London against Spurs. And after a very nice run and a very good win against Everton, no changes to our tactics or personnel. Ordinarily, as you guys know, against a big team, I'll drop this deep line playmaker back to centre-back and play a back 5. But instead, I'm going to be a positive manager. I'm going to be forward-thinking, attack-minded, and see if we can get the win here. So, team once again is follows. Zangrandi in goal, back for Sanabria, newly capped, Godfrey, Vasir and Aarons, with Provenzano, O'Connor and Mount in the midfield trio. Bamba once again sports Abbey and Brewster, and on the bench Pavlovic, Madou, Longstaff, Madison, Dembele, Jokic and Ida as well. Second and final game, it's Spurs away. Let's get back into top 4. Come on, you Canaries. It's quite interesting with Provenzano and Bamba as well, because, you know, based on their stats, you could make a point their role should be reversed. You know, Provenzano should be playing further forward and Bamba should be sitting deeper. But personally, I like them as they are right now. I like Provenzano being a deep line playmaker with the vision he's got and the passing ability to dictate tempo trait as well. I think that's perfect for a deep line playmaker. With Bamba again, the 19 flair, the 14 long shots, I think he is more suited to playing further forward. Anyway, 5 minutes in, first highlight coming to Spurs, and they almost took the lead as well. Ali shot well blocked, still 0-0. Tottenham out of the gate though, looking the stronger team with David Neres down the right hand side crossing, and Ali once again gets an attempt away, this time over the bar, still 0-0. But yeah, we're penned in our own half right now as Provenzano finds O'Connor. And Steven plays it through to Mason Mount, who picks the ball up and charges forward, just like he did for his goal against Everton, but Lo Celso makes the tackle, and Spurs will get it back. They've had a much, much better beginning to the game, and I'm sure at some point they're going to break a deadlock, but Bamba says, hold on a minute, Gaffer, because I've won it back, and we're on the break. Down the left-hand side, it's Bamba who crosses, in the middle's Brewster, header clear, and Mount wins it back. Abbey, Mount, shoots, clips the top of the crossbar and goes behind for a goal kick. I'm telling you, Mount this season, he's been our best player. Get creative, lads. Get creative out there as Max and O'Connor have both taken early knocks. That's not good to see. We don't have a backup right back for Max at the moment. We've got Drew Warburton normally filling in there. But he's okay to soldier on for now. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Still tied at 0-0. Can we break the deadlock right before the break? O'Connor to Sanabria. And Jonathan steps in field. And Brewster shot blocked. And it will drop to Aarons. He's been amongst the goals of late and we can't take him off even if he's got a knock. Max with the goal, 4th of the season, 1-0 Norwich. You know, I think all of his goals this season have come against big clubs. 1 against Spurs, 2 against Chelsea. And I can't remember if he scored in a Liverpool game or not. Well, at the moment, he might be taking Rian's nickname, Max Big Game Aarons. But 1-0, 4th of the season for our right back already. And now a free kick for Bamba to take 23 yards from goal. It's Bamba. It's just wide. Zangrandi with the easy save as we look to close out the first half, still leading by 1. You know, I must say I'm really loving this team now. I'm liking it a lot. You know, we made such a big decision to blow our team up midway through last season, but I think it was the right decision to do. We've got a ton of great young players now. They're so exciting. Zangrandi, Provenzano, Abbey, Bamba, of course, you know, and it's just a Sanabria. It's just a really fun team. This is the team I've been looking for throughout the course of the save. You know, it's been such a long time before we started getting good new gen / regen wonder kids. Now we've got quite a few, and I'm excited to watch our new core developers. Abbey could have made it too, but hits it straight at Paul Lopez. Sarr to Florentino, who is shut down by Abbey, and he wins it back, and now it's a 3-on-3. Abbey might take it alone, no, and he shoots and saves, and Paul Lopez makes the save. He's really struggled recently, Abbey. Such a shame as well. Good start to the season. Last year, our top scorer this season hasn't really been amongst the goals consistently enough. Still only leading by 1. Plenty of the game to go. He's on a booking as well, so I might possibly take him off for Adam Ida. O'Connor's also quite tired out there. Might take him off in a minute as well. But we're playing well. We've had 2 clear-cut chances. Should really be leading by more than 1, really. And if we keep our foot on the gas pedal, we should be able to find a second. But my worry is Spurs will find a leveller before that happens. Hector Bellerin, interestingly enough, stepping in field and evading O'Connor. And now as Neres finds Antonio Carlos, lovely ball. And Dele Alli denied by Zangrandi. You got to love him. O'Connor's getting quite tired out there, so I'm going to take him off for Matty Longstaff. A little bit more experience on the pitch for us. More energy through the middle. 13 minutes to go. I do see there being a late goal. Question is who's going to get it. Longstaff sets the counter up and finds Bamber, and out wide is Ida off the bench. He'll give it to our number 9. He'll roll it through. It's Ryan Brewster. Shot blocked and Longstaff puts it wide. He's lost it, Ryan. What's happened to you, Brewster? What's happened to you, mate? Basically, all your goals this season have come from penalties. Provenzano on the ball, hits it to Longstaff, and out wide is Sanabria. Give it to Sanabria. There you go. Well done, Mount. And now Jonathan inside the area. Beats one and wraps it up. What a way to celebrate your first cap for Argentina. I'm loving this team. Norwich 2-0 up. This is the team we needed. We got a squad now. We needed to blow this team up last season. It was a tough decision to do. You know, sell Buendia, sell Berger, and sell Lewis, and so on and so forth. But it was the right thing to do. We got a younger team. We got a more exciting team. And now, I think we've got a better team as well. A much better team for the future, that's for sure. Spurs 0, Norwich City 2. Huge back-to-back victories today. And that'll pop us back in the top 4 and move us back into 3rd as well. And I'll tell you one of the big changes that's really helped us this season as well. Well, zonal marking from corners, of course, but also Gelson Fernandez, my right-hand man. Oh, Aaron's, though. That's dampened my mood a little bit. That's a big, big blow, actually. Aaron's out for 4 weeks, so he's going to miss pretty much most of December. O'Connor's injury is just a bruised ankle, but Gelson Fernandez, my right-hand man, we're getting a success together. Norwich back into the top 4, 2 points behind Manchester United in 2nd place, and still undefeated. Great run for us. And now we're, what's that? Is that 9 points clear of Chelsea in 8th place, a third of the season through. Long way to go, of course, very long way to go, but what a start for these young Canaries. I'm loving this team, man, I really am. But that was this episode of the Football Manager series, guys. A big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and you already know what doubleheader we're coming back for. You saw the fixtures, we can't miss these two. 2 big games in 2 days. The league leaders going for a 3-peat, Arsenal away at the Emirates on Boxing Day, and then Chelsea back in form at home on the 28th, and the final game of the calendar year as well. We'll return with 2 big ones and hopefully get 2 more big wins. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.